this is the lovely Rose, who's a very dear friend, who's agreed to sit for us so that I can talk about our ultimate range of foundations. Now these are a range that have been developed specifically for much deeper, darker skin tones, and they go really, really dark. And the problem that I came across when I was developing this range is that much darker skin tones have very complex over and under tones. Okay, so you're not just working with one set of tones, you're working with 2, possibly 3 or more sets of tones, and pigmentation is also very, very different in much deeper skin. So we have cleverly put together a set of ultimate foundations which are here. We've got 6 colours. We've also got some primers that will work if you've got hyperpigmentation or anything that you need lighter areas, or any areas that need to be to have a bit of extra work done on them before you go straight in with a mineral foundation. So we're going to go straight in today with some primer. It is the warmest day of the year, so I'm really sorry, but we're both hot. Obviously Rose is incredibly cool and beautiful, and I'm the one that's hot. I'm going to use our Fairy Godmother as a primer. Now you might be surprised at that, because in the pot it looks like white powder. It isn't. It is a mineral, it's a range of minerals that are blended with moisturisers in them to create a really nice base and a really nice primer for any colour of makeup. Okay, so we're going to start with that, and then we're going to go straight in with a mineral foundation from the Ultimate range. Before we start, I'm going to show you, we're going to just colour match. I've already colour matched Rose, so I do know. So I'm going to show you the 3 that I chose and why they're right and wrong. So we're going to start off with Gold Deep, which we're just going to place here on the jawline so we can see. And then we've got Ultimate Neutral, which I'll place next to it. And then we have Ultimate Gold, which I will also place next to it. If you can just turn your head right that way for me. If the camera's picking this up, that will be good, but you can see the tones. The Ultimate Gold here has completely disappeared and is disappearing into Rose's skin. Okay, that is absolutely bang on the correct colour. Alright, you can get away with other colours, but you won't get such a good natural finish. So we're going with Ultimate Gold. So guys, we're going to start with a bit of priming. So we're going in with Fairy Godmother. I'm just going to lightly sweep Fairy Godmother. Now, this is a great primer. It's full of lovely stuff. Sorry, Rose. And it will prime the finish. And on any colour skin, it gives you a nice dewy finish. It's not lighter. All it's doing is evening out some of that skin tone under the chin. We'll come around the other side. Anyone who's emailed me and said, I can't use Fairy Godmother, my skin is too dark, it isn't, okay? And so I'm really grateful to have the opportunity to prove that today. So we've now got an amazingly prepped skin, perfect for our foundation. And we're going to go in with, straight in with Ultimate Gold. In the same way that you'd use any minerals, load up your brush. Tap your brush on the edge to make sure the excess minerals go down inside the brush, so you get a good application, and then you start wherever you want and start building. Same rules apply. Sweep up. Sorry, nose. Up in nice big circular motion over the eye, all the little cracks and crevices. And hopefully we're getting much more even tone, and the camera is picking this up. We haven't got really any change in her colour at all. We've just got a better version of, because it looks nice and even and nice and soft. All the fine lines that she has around her eyes, there's not many, but they've disappeared. And you've got a much nicer finish. So we're going to come around the other side. Again. Now we have a little bit of pigmentation around the top lip, which is slightly darker. So I'm not using a primer, I'm going to go with just a little bit more of my Ultimate foundation. Think of that on me. Lovely. With a slightly smaller brush, so I can just target that top lip. Make sure I've got enough coverage. Okay, relax. Lovely, and again, just along that bottom. Now, it's so easy, and another 60-second face. It is so easy to apply the minerals. If you don't use too much, you use little and often, and you build and you buff. So this was general coverage all over, and then a little bit of building up where I needed to, and buffed off. It's just good to go. Next thing we're going to do is look at some illuminating product, I think, for around the eyes and bring the cheeks out. And then I'll probably take the same colour over and into the eye space as well. Okay, now we're going to go for deep pink in our colour range of blushes, and I'm going to use Mirror Mirror, which is an under eye illuminator. I'm going to use that as a highlighting product to illuminate the cheekbone and round into the top of the eye. And while I'm at it, I just thought I'd share this lovely little baby with you. These are our new mini kabukis. Unfortunately, the guy that was doing our last ones, our mini ones, is no longer trading, so we've had to find a new supplier. And the lovely man that makes the large kabukis for me has come up with a baby version, so that just arrived in the post yesterday. So there you go, that's going to be what's going out with all of our products from now on. I'm going to take a tiny bit of deep pink blush, load up my brush, again exactly the same thing, tap out the excess so it goes inside the brush and we don't get too much in one go. And then we're going to work with this amazing cheekbone. I mean, I can't really go wrong, can I? Look at it, it's just gorgeous. Take it from that point here and work it up. And this is just a very subtle colour on Rose, because she needs subtle. That's just amazing. And let's just turn your face that way and see if that's being picked up on the camera. Yeah, it's lovely, and come back. And then to highlight and bring out the cheekbone even more, I'm just going to use a tiny bit of Mirror Mirror. I'm just going to get that in and then round in a C onto that brow bone, so it's sitting there ready for me when I get to the eyes. Okay, now we have a completed look, which is Ultimate Gold Foundation, deep pink blush, and some Mirror Mirror to highlight. Thank you, Rose, for coming in.
Thank you so much for